Welcome back to the couch. I'm Caitlin, a licensed therapist who loves anime, and today we are continuing with Fruits Baskets. So we're getting into episodes 21 and 22, and I feel like we're starting to learn a bit more about the people around Toru. I'm especially excited to dive a little bit more into Hanajima, right? So I think we're getting into her backstory now. So let's get into it. Hmm. Okay. We're, I don't know what's going on right now. Oh my God. Not a pentagram.
ようこそ歓迎するわ
Evil ways. Not, she got a picture of Yuki on her nightstand.
おい見てみろトル花島が木下たちとだべってるお友達になられ
Hmm.
たのでしょうかまさかあいつあの手のタイプ嫌いだろ
She said, hate their kind.
おい花島
What does that mean?
次の学校新聞で電波の特集を組みたいから放課後取材も兼ねて私の家に行っていいかって で
Hmm.
もなんだかよからぬ電波をひしひしと感じたわ
Unpleasant waves. Does that mean they're up to no good?
売られた電波は買わなくちゃよっしゃそうこなきゃな私も帰りに寄っていいかええもちろんすみません今日もバイトでそう仕方ないわね
Cobra looks worried. I guess that was the girl who's having a
なぜでしょう
nightmare.
今日の雪は一段と美しく輝いて見えます
She's obsessed.
あれは王子の輝き
Oh
雪の
gosh.
天性の光なのです元子先輩電波女宅潜入計画成功です電波女は怪しんではいませんでしたかいいえ全く簡単に OK 出しました
What are they doing?
プリンスユキメンバー1年代表山岸美代さん
Not Prince Yuki's first year representative. So what is this? His fan club, right? Or something like that?
私たち3人の手で必ずや成功させるのです本田徹駆除政策を
Okay. What is going on?
プリンスユキそれは貝原高校に
Oh
存在する相馬
my
ユキのファンクラ
gosh.
ブであるみんなで我が校に舞い降りた王子をたたえ愛し守ろうをモットーとする平たく言えば抜け駆けすんねこのアマであるクラブの決まりは厳格かつ絶対
何の権利があってユキの隣で笑いユキと登下校を共にしますか本田徹あの子は魔女です
This is something else.
強力な力を持つ魔王に庇護されていますええそりゃもうどえらい毒電波でありましたともならいいけど1週間
Oh, so this has been
その
them
間ずっと頭
in
の
some of
中
the
から
past
声がするわ
episodes.
魚谷ありさはヤンキーだけど人間ですまだ太刀打ちできる術はあります
Do
でも
you?
花島はあいつはもう人間じゃないです
I don't know if they stand a chance against either one, honestly.
だからこそ今回の電波女宅潜入計画の失敗は許されません何としても魔王の弱点を見つけ出しそれはつまり痛いけなユキの心を守るためでもあります
Wow. All right, let's pause. Okay. So, I guess we can talk a little bit about this fan club. Um, in a sense, right, they're going over with a plan to, I guess, get dirt on oh goodness, how do you say her name again? Uh Hanajima. Yeah. They're getting dirt on Hanajima, right? And this fan club essentially is like a group, right? Um And we can see how, sometimes in a group dynamic, people's behaviors can kind of escalate really quickly. Individually, we might hesitate a bit, but in a group, it can become easier to justify things, right? Especially when there's like this shared target that they have. It stops being about curiosity, and this is feeling a little bit more like intimidation, right? How quickly a group can lose empathy, right? Um, when they're all kind of together, right? So this is kind of interesting to start off with.
強気な心で魔王に対峙するのです。花島先輩の家ってどんな感じでしょう。周りにお墓なんかあるレトロな洋館で、なんかいつも空が曇ってて、
Oh my.
ツタがそこら中にはびこってて。先輩どうします？マジでそんな冗談じゃねえところだったらダッシュで逃げましょう。
Mm.
着いたわ。
So I'm thinking about like Hanajima's just like her short responses. She's not saying too much. She's kind of quiet, and they're really afraid of her. You know what I mean? They are interpreting different things. They're making assumptions. And those can quickly turn into fear, right? And so they're becoming more defensive, right? Instead of getting curious. And I think a lot of this is rooted in um, their discomfort, maybe is kind of more about being unfamiliar, right? And also, there's no effort to really understand her.
ミオさんってば驚かせて。さあ、
You see, in her house is nothing like what they thought it was going to be.
参りまし
Just
ょ
a
う。
normal house. Oh, that must be, I'm going to guess, a little brother?
お茶を入れてくるわ。あと、この家の中では本名を語らない方が身のためよ。なぜに？部屋も普通だ。よかった。
Look at the purple.
さあ、そんなことより魔王がいない今がチャンスです。何でもいいのです。日記とか写真とかポエムとか。ポエム？それは痛いっす。
Personal experience.
使えるものは何でも。
Why is he in the closet?
お待たせ。花島さん、今なんか襖の向こうになんか。ああ、めぐみ、私の弟。
Okay, that is her younger brother then.
めぐみ、隠れてないで挨拶な。
He heard everything too.
どうも。シャキッと出てこいや。さっきの新しい友達？いいえ、偶然同じ高校に通う。偶
I
然
thought
同じ
Utani
性
was
別
gonna
の
be
赤の
here.
他人よ。と、めぐみくん。めぐみくんもその電波とか飛ばせるのですか？俺ができるのは人を呪うことだけ。特技は呪詛返しをさらに返すこと。これちょっと自慢。呪いなんてそんな、どうやって？名前。そういえばまだあなたたちの名前聞いていない。そうそう、あまり長いしては失礼です。パパッと要件を済まして一服の量を与えてくれる7月の夕立のごとく、とっととここから立ち去りましょう。先輩、私今すぐ帰りたい。いけません。私たちが何のためにここに来たのか思い出しなさい。花島先輩には弱点ってありますか？要点すぎるわボケ。
Nice.
あるわよ。あなたたち、相馬由紀が最近トール君と仲が良いのが気に食わないのでしょう。トール君をバッシングしたいのでしょう。
Well, she read that pretty easily.
それをするには私が邪魔。でも弱点なんてずいぶん子供っぽいやり方ね。そうです。私たちは魔女。いえ、本田トールが
Wow,
非常
not
に気
calling
に食
her
いま
a
す。
witch for real. It's kind of crazy.
ユキともう少し距離を保ちなさいと。そんなこと二人の勝手でしょう。嫉妬心から来る行動は醜いだけよ。愚弄されるトール君がかわいそうだわ。相馬由紀ごときのせいで。ごときとか言いやがります。トール君を愚弄するからよ。あなたこそユキを、私たちを愚弄しています。本田トールの行動が そんな私たちの思いをどれほど踏みにじっているかわかりますか？
好きなら何を言っても許されるなんて思ってはいけない。一方的に高まった愛情をぶつけると相手の重荷になったり傷つけてしまう時もあるのだということを忘れてはいけない。南さん、ミオさん、元子さん。
Ooh, he know their names. Got them. They about to come running out the house. I just know it. That's so funny.
私もね、本当は少し嫉妬していたの。トール
Aww.
君が相馬の人たちに取られてしまったようで少し寂しかった。でもそうよね。だからってわがままを言ってはダメね。はい。おっす。
Oh, look, she
トール
came.
君、バイトの時間を遅らせてもらったんだと。お前が心配だったみたいだぜ。
Aww.
みんなは帰ったよ。
何かあったりはしませんでしたか？誰かを大切に思うのは少し辛い時もあって嬉しくしてくれるものよね。
Oh, look at her smile.
やっぱり
It's so
私の弱
cute.
点はいつだってトール君なの
I
よ
knew
ね。
that, of course, right?
年上の女性に囲まれてドキドキのシチュエーション。
てかお前本当に中学生らしくねえよ
The little brother is funny too. All right, so we're back in the nightmare. Now the brother joins.
な。何をなさっていますの？
Makes you wonder, how often is she having nightmares? Wow, all of them.
昨日はひどい目に遭いましたわ。まさか私たち本当にあらこんにちは。こんにちは。こんにちは。ああ、呪いの効果は3日後よ。花島さん、まさか本当に呪い？さあ行きましょう。
Wow.
魔王です。
The funny thing too is she responds so calmly all the time, you know?
ひどい言い方をして悪かったわね。え？思えばあなたも苦労しているのね。
That's funny. Aww. That was cute. I hope we get to see more into her backstory, you know? Just like we saw with Utani. I want to see more.
子供の頃は
Oh, perfect. So
外が
we are
嫌いだった。
learning more about her past when she's growing up.
んなわけないじゃんバーカ。さっき
Oh, so this is like
ごめんね。
she can hear
こういうところ
everything.
なら大丈夫かと。帰ろうね。声がうるさい。
It's given Twilight. Although I'm pretty sure this is probably created before that. So I guess we should be saying what's his face?
病院は
You
ダ
know
メ
what
よ。
I'm trying to say.
余計サキちゃん
Edward
を
gets it
傷
from
つける
here.
だけかもしれないもの。
人には理解されない力でね。
Oh, look, little brother's worried
優
too.
しい家族、優しい声。力のせいで迷惑なんかかけたくなかった。
なんか言えよ魔女。
Oh, my goodness.
やめなよ男子。
食え。
Oh, what is
私
going
こんなもの
on?
だ。
うるせえ。抑えろ。口の中入れろ。口に。魔女怖え。
This is unacceptable.
うるさい。いっそお前なんか死んでしまえ。 死んでしまえ。死んでしまえ。死んでしまえ。死んでしまえ。死んでしまえ。死んでしまえ。死ね。
Mm.
ようやく意識が戻ったらしいの。でも今度は付き添ってたお母さんが過労で倒れてしまったんですって。死ねばいいと思ったからよ。
私が死ねって強く思ってしまったから。だからさきちゃん、それは私はいつ警察に行くの？今度は本当に殺してしまうかもしれないの。怖い。
Oh, that's so tough. Wow. So, with I'm thinking a little bit about Utani's backstory, right? With her, we were seeing more kind of like of a chaotic home life. Um, and on the flip side here, what we're seeing is more of bullying. Um, she's kind of being pushed out. It seems like for a while she's been misunderstood, right? Just because she's quiet and I guess maybe because she doesn't say too much, they kind of perceive her as gloomy, I think is what the kids said, but um, she's kind of just treated abnormal, like she doesn't belong. Um, and I think this kind of shapes to what I want to say. The more that this happens, you kind of start to also think that you're different too, right? Or maybe think something's wrong with you. And I think as well, there's something special with her powers, right? Those thoughts that she has. Um, there may be some thoughts that we have that pop up that, we judge ourselves for them. But in reality, having thoughts is very different from taking action on them. With her, on the other hand, she has this thing where it's if I think something, then maybe my powers might actually act on it, and it's the sense of I don't have control over. You know what I mean? So it's, even when she has the thoughts, she's kind of judging herself very harshly for them because she thinks she's physically caused harm to other people just with her powers. I don't know if that's actually how her powers work or not, or maybe this is also just a part of maybe she doesn't know how her powers work either, right? She doesn't know the full extent of them. But, I can imagine how scary it is, but this also probably contributes to that feeling and that thought, right? That there's something wrong with me.
それ以来黒い服しか着なくなった。お前もう学校来んじゃねえよ。気色悪いんだよバーカ。
Wow.
生徒たちはますます私を毛嫌いし遠ざけるようになった。それは当然の報いだと感じた。
She's thinking this is punishment for what she did, is my guess. I think that's what she's saying.
さっきいじめだってどうして黙って受け続けてるの？当然の報いって
Hmm.
思ってるの？
Seems her brother has been very perceptive for a while.
それでも何らかの形で私には罰が与えられるべきだもの。サキにとって人は罰を与える存在で、それ以上でもそれ以下でもなくて、一生そうやって生きていくつもりなの。じゃあ俺は祈るよ。サキが一生そうやって一人ぼっちでいていいはずないから。
What a sweet little brother.
だから会いに来てください。ください。
Wow. So, also to speak on her powers a little bit more, right? They don't feel empowering to her, right? They feel like that it's the reason that she's alone. So, it's something that makes her life um more difficult, right? It's like something that she has to carry. I feel like it shows how parts of ourselves can feel like obstacles, right, instead of strengths. And it kind of makes it hard for us to connect, right? To be accepted, right? And especially too when there's a part of us that we're struggling to accept. But on top of that, we're also getting messages from other people, right? That they also are rejecting that too.
お前を怒らすと毒電波出るらしいじゃん。ほら、一回でいいから出してみてよ。ねえ、やばくないかな。 いいからしっかり押さえてろよ。
What is going
お
on
熱いの
here?
入ります。やあ、痛い。かわいそう。
This is just cruel.
考えちゃダメ。
何やってるお前ら。
やべ。先生、花島さんがマッチで遊んでました。
I guess this explains too why
こそサキが彼女たちを責めたくない気持ちはよく
she
分かっ
tends
た
to
よ。
have this calm and
でも父さんた
composed
ちは今の環境の中に
presence.
サキをもう置いておきたくないんだ。サキ、迷惑だなんて決めつけたりしないで。大好きだよ、サキ。だからまだ諦めないで。
Yeah, I'm glad that her home life is so loving. It's a good protective factor.
新しい環境になっても他人との距離を変えようとはしなかった。
どうぞ。今日は大盛りサービスなのです、花島さん。私、本田徹と言います。よろしくお願いします。
でも驚いたわ。臆することなく話しかけてくる人がいるなんて。
おい、そこの転校生。
臆さない人がここにも一人。
花島さん、花島さんもご一緒ですか？
今ナンパしたとこ。京子さん的に言えば、あんたは花ちゃん。
Here we go, the nickname.
この二人変だわ。悪いけれど一緒に食事をとるつもりはないし、私自体と関わりを持たない方がいいわ。百害あって一理なしよ。
She's so used to being alone and distancing herself, right? That it would feel strange to eat with them, right?
細かいことはいいじゃんよ。今日あんたは転校してきて、天気が良くて給食があって。
本当に変だわ。
よく言われます。
ではまた明日です。
明日な。
Oh.
明日はおはようとか言われるのかしら。
おはようございます、花ちゃん。
変わっちゃいけないって何度も思ったのに、気づくと二人のそばにいて嬉しくて。
Oh, we see her shifting, the change, right, from the relationship.
今日も真っ赤な夕焼け。
優しい色
だな。
自分の立場を忘れそうになっていたことに気がついたのは、
小学校の頃、同じクラスの男子殺しかけたって。
Hold on. They're talking about the past real quick, but I did want to mention real quick just about the impact of Tohru and Utani's friendship, right? You know, they don't try to change her, they don't try to push her away. Um, they just accept her for who she is, right? And while we could see she was resistant at first, it kind of created space for something new, right? And you can see her starting to open up to them. And, you know, it just reminds us again how powerful it is to be accepted, right? Without needing to change.
何？花島さん、今。花ちゃん。
怖い。
And just as she was starting to relax again and, right, old wounds get brought back up again. Now she's trying to distance herself,
ダメよ。
right? And I think the biggest thing here probably is she's scared of hurting these two people. You know what I mean? Or, I mean, people in general, but
本当にあって殺しかけて。
there's a pain also that comes with being rejected, I think, especially after you've started to feel that warmth from
もう
people.
誰も傷つけたくないのに、私はただ裁かれる存在であればそれで。
こんなに近くにいるのに離れるの嫌です。
That's exactly what she needed to hear.
花ちゃん、
Oh.
大好きです。大好きなんです。花ちゃん。
一緒に
And with the sunlight coming through too.
一緒にいたい。
This is beautiful. I love seeing the backstories and how they became friends. And the reasons why they cherish each other so much. That just hits you right in the feels.
力をコントロールできるようになったのはしばらくしてのこと。
人間ってさ、他人を求めずにはいられないんだよ。やっぱり他人に受け入れてほしくなるんだよ。だからさ、あんたたちもいつかさ、それぞれ別の道を歩き出すとしてもさ、白状とか寂しいとか、そんなことないよ。続いていくものはきっと必ずあるはずだから。
All right. Those were some good episodes. Um, I feel like they really center around what it feels like to be misunderstood and pushed out, and how much that can shape somebody's sense of self. Um, Hanajima's story shows how isolation and bullying can lead someone to believe that they don't belong anywhere, um, until they experience something different. And sometimes it only takes a few people choosing to stay to begin changing that belief. So, thank you guys so much for spending time with me here on the couch. If these episodes resonated with you, I hope they gave you a space to reflect on what it feels like to be accepted, um, especially in the parts of yourself that maybe once felt like too much. So, on that note, rest easy, feel deeply, and I'll see you in the next session. Bye.